So here's my trading office. The first item is going to be our studio light, which is a Godox softbox with an Amaran 200XS studio light. Then over here, I've got a knockoff Herman Miller Eames lounge chair. Now, if you get these directly from Herman Miller, they're like 9 grand, but the knockoff version was only like $600, and it's pretty comfy. But it's a great place to have a coffee or read a book, kind of enjoy the view. So we are on the penthouse floor, and we've got floor to ceiling windows, so as you can imagine, we get a lot of light in here. We get some amazing sunrises and sunsets. Then, let's go over the setup. So we have the Herman Miller Embody, and I used to have the Aeron, but when we moved down from New York, I wanted to try something different. The Aeron was kind of digging into my legs a little bit, but unfortunately this chair is not as comfortable, I think, for long sitting sessions. So the price tag is definitely not worth it in my opinion, but I'm stuck with it. So next is the desk. The desk is a FlexiSpot Odin, and I used to have an autonomous desk frame with a custom walnut top, but the problem with autonomous was when I raised it up, it got really wobbly. And as a sit-stand desk, you basically just want something that's sturdy. So as you can tell, the legs on this thing are pretty beefy. So when I raise it up, I don't have any issues with it wobbling back and forth, especially when you have a lot of weight on top of the desk, which can be an issue. So next up, we've got the Rode mic arm with a Shure SM7B. This is basically the industry standard for podcasting or YouTube, and it does the job. Next up, we have the Dyson Morph desk lamp. Now this has a bunch of functionality. It kind of acts as an ambient light, or you can use it as a desk lamp. Next up, we have some Kanto U6 studio monitors. These are pretty loud, and now that I'm in an apartment, I can't blast music so loudly just because I have neighbors. But they are a great speaker if you enjoy listening to music. Next up is the Sony ZV-1. I'm just using this for chart work or anything Zoom related, conference calls, things like that. It's basically just my secondary camera. And the camera I have in my hands currently is the Sony a6400 with a Sigma 1.4 16mm lens. Next up, we've got two dual stacked Alienware QD OLED 34-inch ultra-wide monitors. And the issue with the OLEDs are the actual gloss finish on them. So if I don't have the shades pulled down, sometimes the reflections can be a little bit too much. But otherwise, these are some amazing monitors, and I recommend them. I used to have two 49-inch dual ultra-wides, but when I moved down here, I kind of wanted to simplify my setup, and I started off with the bottom one, but as I was working, I kind of realized I needed more screen real estate, so I added this top one, and then I realized that I was kind of using both for charting, and I needed another monitor for Discord or web browsing or anything that was kind of secondary to trading. That's when I added this Dell Ultra Sharp 4K. Then over here we've got the Go XLR Mini, which basically powers the mic and gets mic data. And then back there we've got a Philips Gradient tube light. And we also have a Philips Gradient floor light over here. And then we just have our rig itself. So this is a custom built desktop. It's got a Ryzen 5900X in it with a 3080 Ti and 32 gigs of RAM. So guys, this was my trading office. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll make sure to leave links in the description for all the products shown here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.